Welcome back, everybody. This is Brocentia with Kusogrand8, and I want to thank Katie R for subscribing, as well as everybody else who is supporting the follows, the raids. I appreciate it all. I can't talk about all of you lovely people during the matches because I want to talk about the matches, but I'll try to point it out whenever I can because honestly, your support is what makes this possible. And I love Kusogrand8. I love Crappy. Yeah, you can quote me on that one. Crappy, show me some love. Take us to the game reveal. Watch out, the Monkey King's gonna get ya. Nah, that's okay. It was a long time ago. I don't think the Monkey King is alive anymore. You know who is alive, though? Our next GM, our dear friend Novasol. Novasol, let's go ahead and get this game going. Ooh, people want a Crappy plush? If I could figure out how to actually, like, get a Crappy plush, we would have Crappy plush. I think that's pretty fantastic. Do you want a Crappy plush, Novasol?
I would love a Crappy plush. Thank you.
Well, I don't have one for you. I'm just saying,
well,
like...
Well, that's just a tease, then, if you ask me that question.
I love it.
Like, you can't ask me that and not follow up on it. Come on, now.
Well, okay. I'll look into it. But
thank you.
Everybody knows I'm pretty bad at actually remembering to do it. Stuff.
So, about the Kid Cool run...
No. Shut up. I'm going to kick your butt, okay? Novasol, what game are you giving out? Let's talk about what's actually important.
I didn't get vetoed this time.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, we get that fun today. This is probably going to look a little familiar to people who watched Kuso 7. This game is World Rally for the arcade.
I love this screen, okay, or this image that you sent. Like, it looks so good. World Rally for the arcade. Well, the players are going to have 1 hour to try to race and rumble through the courses. Whoever is able to do the best takes the victory. Whoever doesn't, they only get 2 points. Winner gets 10. Nobody's eliminated after round 1, but after round 2, we will start trimming out some of the competitors so that we can get to the bracket. Now, Novasol, I assume this is a driving game.
Yes, it is. In fact, it's the game that Blomby Car was based on.
Oh, no! No, we've got the OG Blomby Car.
It's an ancestor of Blomby Car. I don't know if I'd say OG.
Okay, Blomby Car's grandfather.
Yeah.
That might actually be scarier, I gotta be honest. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and work on getting everything captured here. Everybody kick back, relax. It's gonna be a fun time, and honestly, I am just here for the good stuff. Now, Novasol, have you been up to anything exciting lately? Anything fun?
Well, not yet. But, stay tuned for the mystery show later. Wink, wink.
Aha, yeah, as long as the scary snowstorm with lots of hail and lightning doesn't cut out my internet, we will be having the mystery show later today. Yeah, because Blasphemous Roar thought it was a good idea to sometimes make me stream for 7 hours straight. It's half a joke. Half that I realize by the end of today, I'm gonna want to, like, deal with nothing. I'm just gonna be done.
But we have a whole other day of Kusogrand8 tomorrow.
I know, 4 matches today, 4 matches tomorrow. Like, it's my wildest dreams come true, but it's also my wildest nightmares come true. Like, I don't, yeah, I've had a couple, like, Kusogrand8 nightmares. Not a whole lot, you know. Usually it's more GDQ nightmares where I'm like, okay, I gotta do a run, but first off, where's my cart? Second off, I haven't practiced. Third off, like, it's coming up in just a minute. Oh no, I'm supposed to be on stage right now. What the crap? It's stressful, okay? Like, Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know the world of what you don't know. I'm so inspired today. I hope you know that.
Oh, I can tell.
It's okay. Well, let me go ahead and make sure that we have audio coming through before we get rolling, before we start our engines, rev up, other car terms.
Yeah.
Vroom,
Vroom, gear shift, which is a button in this game that, as far as I can tell, doesn't do anything.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It's definitely a button you can map, but
I don't hear audio. Am I supposed to hear audio here?
there should be screeching car noises. It may only actually be in the game itself. I don't know about the attract screen.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and assume it works. We've got Dr. Feisty, Ellen Motas, Sprint God, and the Final Sentinel. Again, we usually have people vote on who is going to be the winner. There's a car noise.
Yeah, I mean, it happens occasionally. Like, this game's not the greatest game about sounds. I mean, lots of revving, lots of vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Okay, I'm letting them know that I am ready. So I'm checking right now to see if they are good to go. Otherwise, what would be some great emotes to spam?
Just anything cars. If you have like F1 racer emotes, I don't know why you would. That'd be a pretty good one. Road hazards, road signs, all sorts of stuff you could just wreck your car on.
Gotcha. Ooh, Chill Jams, Gelco. Oh, I'm so excited we get Blumpy Car's grandfather.
There's actually more level variety in this, so it's slightly better.
They are asking where they should wait before they do the countdown. If you are able to help them out.
I can...
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Chat, don't worry. Like, I love the emotes. I will let you know when we're actually doing the countdown so that you can spam some more. I love all of what I'm seeing in chat. Wait, is that Putt Putt? Ty Tuesday has a Putt Putt emote? Of course he does. Okay, here we go. We are going to do the countdown. Or I guess they're going to accidentally have to restart.
Oh, it auto selects it. Okay, well.
Okay, I'm telling them just stay on the demo, then start after go.
I usually just slam pick my selection, so I never actually encountered that issue. Whoops.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just letting them know. They can just whatever. I'm gonna do the countdown because it's gonna take forever to. I guess Dr. Festy's just gonna drive. Okay.
Well,
we're doing the countdown. Okay, we're actually doing the countdown now, everybody. We'll get this figured out as soon as it says go. Hopefully they hit reset. I guess Dr. Festy is just gonna play from here. Okay, that's fine too. Nah, they're resetting. Okay, it's a little bit of a rough start, but that's fine. Referees, I would say be a little bit kind and realize some of the players are starting a bit after the others. So if there is a significant delay, then we will go ahead and make that get changed. We're not having... I think we might have some buffering issues on Dr. Festy's screen, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to change the audio and LM Motas's screen. Oh, this is... We're off to a good start, everybody. Blomby car time.
Already seen some prime Blombies.
Only the best Blombies. I have a Blomby car in mind.
All right, we have the reset.
Indeed, we do.
So anyway, we're going by high score. You know, the farther you get, along with the faster you get there, the better your score will be. So it makes it pretty easy to judge how well someone is doing.
Okay, Jeff in chat is asking if I was quoting a Cats song, and I would like you to not ask that question, Jeff. Okay, just forget about it.
Can I ask that question?
No.
Were you quoting a Cats song?
No. Yes, I was, but no.
Hits the road equipment. So one of the meaner things this game does is not all of the hazards are labeled on the signage.
Okay.
So they're just gonna have to do their best to avoid it.
Your time. Oh no, Sprint God onto stage 3 already?
Nope. If you take longer than 60 seconds, you're out.
Well, then why is Sprint God on stage 3?
He didn't. Oh, Sentinel. Look. They both finished at the same time. I was looking at Sentinel screen.
Silly,
you're right.
You silly Billy.
Look, Spring God is on Blomby on Ice now.
Oh, it's just like Disney on Ice, but with Blomby car. Okay.
Yeah. There's patches of ice that they will probably slip on. They are not labeled on the road signs, so good luck. Oh, there was one.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh my gosh, I love the car noises. I need to turn them up a little bit. Maybe I don't need to turn them up. Sprint God is doing really well here, by the way. Like, look at this. Moving on to level 4, I think.
Yeah, that's medium. Difficulties coming next. This is kind of where the gloves come off a bit.
So if they completely lose, do they need to go back to easy and then medium?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's basically doing all 12 levels in order. There's 4 cups with 3 tracks each.
Cool. How many credits do they get?
They get 1 credit. If they game over, they start over.
Whee! I actually really love the graphics here. I love, like, the audio. I feel like this is actually a pretty fun game.
I actually enjoy it a lot. It's fun to... It's fun to play. It's fun to have your car roll around with reckless abandon when you take a bad turn.
Yeah, there's something that I just love about cars, like bouncing around, flipping over, exploding. Like, if you make a racing game and you don't have any of that,
what's even the point?
That's like, unfortunate. Oh no, LM Motas, unfortunately, not able to finish that race. We've got Sprint God on the shadow level. Yeah, scary. You know what? I feel like driving, like, races in the middle of winter at night is a bad idea. Like, this is how people die.
Yeah, well, at least the roads are plowed.
Okay, and it's not actively snowing, unlike outside for me in real life.
Must be not. It's 70 degrees here. I think I miss snow.
Where are you?
I'm in Nebraska. It should be snowing here at this time of
Yeah,
year.
Nebraska? That's like the most
Yes.
boring state out of all of
Look,
them.
I'm not here. I'm not here because I want to be. I'll just.
Okay, like when I was in
Circumstance kind of brought me here.
When I was in the 5th grade, I had to do a school report on Nebraska, and I learned that there's a bunch of corn. That's about it.
Yeah. That and they like cows. That about sums it up. Hey, we got more Blomby on ice. Sprint God is taking this really well. 6 minutes in, basically halfway through the game. Like, full disclosure, this is part of my nefarious plot to get you to make car noises for an hour.
It's a good plot. Oh, Sprint God, gonna be able to finish the race, but that is not a completion. Sprint God will be going back to the beginning. That is it. Yeah, rev that car.
Oh God, it's turned from rally into pinball. It sure has.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, for a first go at this, that was really solid.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that ice is so mean.
Whee! Whoa! Spinning. Well, right now we are 7 minutes into this match, and my commentary has just been making loud noises. Luckily, we have some great referees helping out with this round. Nakarashi, Blomby, Jerry Harris. Wait, not normal Jerry Harris?
Blomby, it's spreading.
We've got Blomby Jerry, who is helping to be a referee. Mendez and Linkura. Oh, wait, no, that's Blomby Mendez. That has been changed. Literally right while I was reading through this. Finally, Silver Dwarf. All 5 of them have been doing a fantastic job of helping us keep track, and because of them, like, seriously, our ref team this year has been fantastic. And I love all of the weird little humor. I think everyone's names on... Yeah, we've got Blomby Dwarf, not Silver Dwarf now. Co-driver Nakarashi. There we go. See, someone bucking the Blomby trend. Blomby
Well, you gotta
Dwarf.
have a good co-driver for rally driving.
It's true. Although the driver doesn't talk a lot here. They just make air. Oh, they do astral projection. They make arrows appear in your mind. Okay.
I just thought they were the ones making the car noises.
It's the car making the car noises. Sprint
I mean,
God
it can
did some
be both.
flips. That's fine. Yeah, watch out. The pile of
Oh,
logs.
no.
Who puts a pile of logs in the middle of the road? That's stupid. Yeah, so we do have some people in chat noting that the game doesn't look awful. I would say that the roughest part about this is just that, like, some of the obstacles are BS. Some of the things, like, there's very little warning about some of the difficulties you're gonna encounter, and just it becomes pretty difficult when you don't have enough heads up about what's coming. You also don't really have a chance to review a map before you play the levels.
Nope. And even if you did, like, it doesn't really correspond to the layout of the course. It's just gibberish. Yeah, like, it likes putting obstacles that are not forecasted. Okay, stuff like the ice is a really big one. And once they start hitting the hard and expert courses, they're not going to have much time between turns to reorient their car.
Oh, yeah, I believe it. Now, this game, obviously being the predecessor to Blombicar, was Blombicar actually like an official game, or?
Nope, it was a bootleg of this.
Okay, that's absolutely charming. I love it. But this was published by Galeco and developed by Ziggurat Software. That company made other games like Hammerhead for DOS, Surf Planet for arcade. Yeah, I recognize like none of these. Afteroids. What a stupid bootleg.
Yeah,
Asteroids.
Ziggurat and Galeco are both Spanish companies. They're Euro distributors, basically.
Oh my gosh, that just seeing that they made like a bootleg Asteroids. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't realize what the game, like, why the game title made other people laugh. It took me a while, but I loved playing Hemorrhoids, okay? It was a lot of fun, and that was the Asteroids that I had at home, okay? Hemorrhoids.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. It's a very sensitive subject for me.
So, on the subject of their past body of work, they made a rally racing game for DOS with the licensed figure of Carlos Sainz, who is a professional racer.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get him back for this, but couldn't, so they just kind of awkwardly edited the graphics files on the title screen to cover it up.
You know what? I think the main programmer for this, I believe, has worked on another Kusogrand8 game. Not Blombicar, but Sir Fred. Yeah, and I think that we've had Sir Fred here, if I'm not mistaken. It is an old ZX Spectrum MSX Amstrad CPC game, made in Spain. Absolutely special. He worked on Fred as well, not Sir Fred, and then I think Sir Fred 2. What? Can you imagine you work on Fred, Sir Fred, and Sir Fred L Remake? It says L Remake, and that translates to the remake.
Yeah, they did a lot of that, especially in the early 80s.
I love it.
Like, some of their games are not even... Some of their games you can't even complete, because I definitely went through their catalog a little bit trying to find more stuff from them. Some of their games you literally can't finish. They're like 10 minutes long, and you can't even get past the first few rooms.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking out the window. It's like a blizzard hit. Spring God, that is another game over, but I still think Spring God is in the lead right now, making it to medium, level 3. Is score the tiebreaker here then?
Score is the metric they're being judged on.
Okay, well, yeah, Spring God is still in the lead because of that. 30,110 points. Second place is the final Sentinel with 27,142 points. LM Motas in third with 19,838 points, and Dr. Festi with 15,644. Now, remember, it doesn't matter how... Actually, Dr. Festi may be getting a new personal best in just a little bit. This is a very good push. And it doesn't matter how well they do right now, as long as they get one good push. If you get one good push and get a very high score, then bam, you could potentially take the win. So slide around, learn how to play the game, fail a bunch at the beginning, and if it looks like you're going to run out of time like Dr. Festi, it still is worth finishing out the track so you know how it goes. the more practice you have on these tracks, the more likely you're going to be able to reliably complete them. But yeah, score. The only thing that matters is the score.
Yes. The farther you get and the faster you get there, the better your score. So,
yeah, with that said, like, the score seems to relate pretty well to how far they make it. It's just on the early levels, if they get really good times, they could get significant score bonuses. And that is, like, probably what's going to make a big difference for a lot of the players. Sprint God just finishing with 49 seconds left. We don't get to see what bonus points Sprint God got, but you can tell from before and after finishing the race, which I didn't pay attention to.
Yeah, I missed it too. It looked like it was at least a few thousand.
Yeah, at least.
But yeah, this game, just due to how it's structured, counting in like the load times between levels, it's only about 13 minutes long. So we'll have lots of room for attempts for the next 44 minutes. Apparently,
Sprint God finished exactly at 60 seconds at one point. Is that a good or a bad thing?
I mean, as long as you get to go to the next level, that's more score, but I think finishing faster gets you a better score, so you want to do better than that.
I was watching Dr. Festi, by the way, finishing the level, and there were no bonus points between, but they finished with less than 10 seconds left, so maybe if you get a significantly good score on a level, or a significantly good time, you get bonuses. I don't know. I'm going to try to watch Final Sentinel right now, because Final Sentinel is on the first level again, which is the easiest. Oh, the bonus points apply as soon as you cross the line? What?
Yeah. Like, they're not counted up later.
Yeah, so now I wonder, like, it seems like the score goes up based off of, like, how much time has passed.
I mean, it's distance traveled.
Okay. I'm watching Final Sentinel right now. 33, 34, 35. Okay, the score is still going up. This should be close to the end. Yeah, that was a huge jump up in points.
Yeah.
But that was finishing with less or more than 10 seconds left.
Yeah, so you do get a not insignificant bonus for finishing early.
Yeah. In fact, I'd say that when they start making their high score pushes, what they want is probably a run with the first few levels being almost perfect gameplay, you know?
Yeah, around the 30-minute mark is when I would start seriously considering resetting if the first few tracks don't go well.
Okay, Sprint God, 20,000, 21,000 points. And there we go, just barely beating the level. Oh my gosh. No, Final Sentinel. Oh wait, no, that was the starting line. Never mind. I was like, you're out of time. You're out of time. But yeah, at this point, like, the order still seems set for what we had before. Sprint God in first, Final Sentinel second, LM Motos third, and Dr. Festi in fourth. Things can definitely change, though. You never really know what's going to happen in Kusogrand8.
Just makes my stomach churn watching that car slide around on the snow.
Well, stop churning your stomach. Okay?
I can't.
No, butter. If you're gonna churn something, do butter, not stomach stuff. I don't know.
Look at the ref names on the sheet. Oh, we've noticed.
Yeah.
Co-driver Nakarashi, Blomby, Jerry Harris.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We already read through the list of all of the ref names. I love our refs. They're silly.
Look, after the Jack Anubis incident, I'm gonna be watching our ref sheets like a hawk from now on.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, good old Jack Anubis, my favorite Anubis. Actually, is he my favorite Anubis? I don't know. Like, it's a few too many muscles. Once I can't see your muscles because of the other muscles on top of them, it's too much. Okay, I think Spring God, this is a new personal best, but not enough. No, new personal best, still in the lead. Unfortunately, Spring God has not finished that snow level. It is very difficult.
Yeah, the snow levels are really where they test whether you can keep control of your car or not.
By the way, we did have an important question from the competitors, and this is something that, like, is sometimes worth thinking about. One of the competitors asked, is it okay to, like, play starting just on medium difficulty and not playing the easy difficulty just for practice? And you said no.
Nope.
But there are cases where the rules don't specify that, or that like we don't necessarily prohibit it. And honestly, it's worth checking. It's worth considering, because in general, I think it depends on the GM and the rules that they have given out. But for me, I think that sometimes it is worth doing certain types of practice that doesn't count, you know, especially if it leads to a better playthrough later. But that would also start getting very confusing in a game like this.
Yeah.
We love our refs,
Plus,
okay?
like,
we need to give them easy job.
Yeah, I wanted to throw the refs a bone today.
Okay, Dr. Festi is having a really decent push right now. If Dr. Festi can get through the dark level, then this could potentially be a lead change. Dr. Festi is currently in second, just based off of this score right here. Or not second, third. Moving up from fourth place, yeah. What are places, you know? What is life? I don't even know.
Look, I'm just excited to see it clicking. You know, Festi was struggling early on, and now they're doing a lot better.
Yeah, that always makes me happy. Like, but then again, Alan Motas, even though he has fallen behind a little bit, he is still, like, nowhere near coming in fourth at this point. We still have more than half of this match left.
It's anyone's game. I feel like whoever gets past the medium set of courses is probably going to run away with it. It doesn't really get that much harder after that. If you can handle what that throws at you, you can handle what comes after.
So apparently this game was actually super big in Europe. It ended up being pretty dang successful, considering the bootlegs that are based off of it. Understandably so. Like, I would say that for 1993, this is pretty stellar. Yes, it's got problems. It's overly difficult, especially since, like, the ice levels or the snow levels seem very finicky about how you have to play them. But it ended up being the biggest game that this company put out, easily.
Oh, yeah, like some of their other games are modest successes, but they credited this one for, you know, being like their big breakout hit, basically.
Yeah, It still only got like 75% in some reviews, you know? But, you know, I don't think too many companies in Europe were making games at that time. You know, we do have the legacy of Eurojank, which I love. I love me a good Eurojank game, you know? Smurfs on Super Nintendo. Oh, it's so bad, but I love watching people play it. So, yeah, I'm not too surprised that this would have been, like, something that people loved. And honestly, if I saw this in the arcade, I might consider giving it a shot. It does commit a few, like, design crimes, like not giving you the resources to actually see what is coming up. You know, not really an ability to review maps before playing them. And that tends to be much more standard in racing games these days. So, like, you know, but you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, this wasn't the first game like this. There were a few others. There was, like, the big one before this was Thrash Rally by SNK. It's a top-down perspective, but it plays a lot like this. This game, though, it did inspire a lot of clones. Like, this kind of became its own mini genre of game. And I always find it fascinating when something like that happens.
Oh, yeah.
When you can just pinpoint the one game a bunch of other things take their design cues from.
Oh no, Spring God flipped over! I hate when that happens. It takes like 3 seconds for them to put you upright. Like, oh my gosh.
It's not just that, it sets you back. It's not obvious, but the tracks are kind of segmented into different parts. So when you crash, you go backwards to the last checkpoint, as it were.
Yeah, I was trying to be sarcastic, like 3 seconds to put your car upright. That's not a long time. That's pretty fast. Spring God not finishing this level again. As is your job. Okay, Mr. Literal. Hey, my name's Novsol. I like to believe everything Perception tells me. Ha ha ha.
Look, I believed you about the hemorrhoids.
I'm so glad. And you should have believed me about the hemorrhoids, okay?
Ready?
Look, that's one of the things I'll just take your word for.
Cool. Yeah, I apparently, like, the reviews for this ended up being fine. You know, it's just in this specific magazine where they reviewed this game, every other game got a higher score, but you know, that's just life sometimes.
It's not spectacular. It's fine. And there's a place for games that are just fine.
Yeah, like, and at the very least, you know, they tried, they captured a very specific style of racing, the rally racer, where you have the person giving you instructions for how to turn and what's coming up, and then just dealing with that without being able to see it because you're the driver who's going way too fast, and you just have to trust your co-driver to actually give you accurate directions. Luckily, the co-driver here does give accurate directions every single time.
Yeah, they're just not psychic. They don't know about the random piles of logs or ice on the road.
Sometimes you do see a green arrow and it shows warning signs to the sides, and that's, but it still isn't a whole lot of time to process that, and the players are going to have to learn, and they've been doing a good job learning what those warning signs mean. Sprint God flipping over. Yeah, I was wondering if that would be enough for Sprint God to reset and start over, but we're not having anybody resetting early at this point. Everybody is just still trying to get the hang of the game.
Yeah, right now Ella Motos is the one to watch.
This
closing
is a
in
good
on
push.
Yeah, well, I mean that might cut it short a little bit, but this is a great push. This
Yeah.
could at least be second, if not first.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, Ellen Motos has been bouncing around quite a bit, but I think there might... Oh no! 0.2 seconds over 28,000 points. Is that enough to move into second place? No, but
No,
it is enough to
just
move into
barely.
third. Yeah. We've got a separation of about 200 points. Final Sentinel at 28,487 points. Ella Motos at 28,252 points. But again, moving up from fourth to third is fine. Okay, Final Sentinel getting a push here as well, but I don't think this is enough to even pass their best score. But you might as well finish the course, finish this specific track in order to see what the rest of it is about. Excuse me there.
Yeah, like ultimately it's all about memorizing more nasty tricks that are going to come your way. So just, even though you're not going to get points for it, you should still look.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love it when we have a close race.
So do I.
You get to experience more of this compelling gameplay. I agree. I actually really like this game. It's a time. Like when you blomby your car, you can't help but laugh about it.
Cars being blombied. I don't get it. Why would you blomby a car?
I mean, you wouldn't do it on purpose, but sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches or the roll cage on your car.
Roll with the car. Oh no. I don't like that. That doesn't make me happy.
I mean, with the way the weather is right now, you may not have much of a choice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, like, if I worked in an arcade, I would want this game to be far away from, like, wherever I'm working. You know, put it in the corner in the back, because it is loud.
Look, in the 90s, if you had this in your arcade, you wouldn't be able to hear it over the X-Men game or Daytona. I guarantee you. I still remember back in
to where. Well, okay, yeah, I think I'd agree with you.
No, like we had an arcade back in the mall back then, and no matter where you were in like the court or the theater that was next to it, the only two things you could hear were Colossus screaming and Daytona. Just constantly.
Sprint God, by the way, appears to be getting a new personal best. Can Sprint God finish the rest of this specific? Yes! Sprint God is through. This is a new record for Sprint God, and I believe the first time that we have seen Tarzan.
Yeah. All right, we're on to the hard courses. Rally Acropolis.
Okay, after hard, is it extreme or?
It's expert.
Expert, okay. Do you think we're gonna see anybody beat hard?
I think it's possible. Honestly, it's not that much more difficult than medium. So if you can beat medium, you can beat hard.
Just FYI.
Oh no!
There we go. Sprint God is through. Moving on to stage 2 of hard.
Yeah, this is a big run up. Just being able to break through medium.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, the last stage in medium is really difficult. Like, it's a snow level, and I assume that the physics are a little bit different on snow.
It's mostly because of the ice patches you keep hitting. Because they're kind of hard to see, and they're kind of placed in your optimal drift lines, which is really annoying.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I saw Sprint God, by the way, was just driving, and it said to turn, but then the road didn't turn. It just had cones to go off-road, and that was a bit of a surprise, just bouncing off the cones, and it's like, well, we're still going, I guess.
The Wile E. Coyote tunnel tech.
Heck yeah.
Slamming into the wall. All right. It's not ice, it's just more of this.
Whoa, Sprint God, no! The pinballing! It's fine. Like, the car doesn't even look damaged. It's fine. I honestly love when games allow you to, like, just go so fast that you get out of control. Or, like, bouncing around, cars getting destroyed. One of my favorite games when I was a kid, which probably, like, it got banned in Australia because of how much graphic content it had, but Carmageddon I loved. Played that a bunch as a kid. And let me tell you, pinball mode, one of the best modes ever. One time, like, got pinball mode. It's a buff or debuff for about 60 seconds where everything just bounces off of everything. And I got it in a tiny tunnel. My car bounced between the ceiling and the floor so much it flattened into a pancake. Legitimately, it was so flat that when I did the auto repair, it took about a minute and a half to get to where I was in a drivable state. Like, and that's auto repair. That's like insta repair, minute and a half of waiting.
From the high score name, what? After all the pinballing?
I mean, yeah, that's a fair reaction. That's a fair reaction. Well, Sprint God is way in the lead with 47,649 points. Right now, it's mostly a fight for second place. Dr. Festy is still in fourth, but looking at how she's doing right now, she's got a good chance to have a decent push. We're moving on to the medium difficulty routes, tracks, whatever. Final Sentinel also doing that. They are definitely the two to watch at this moment. We'll see if either of them can manage to move up in the rankings.
Yeah, they're pretty consistently getting through easy without much difficulty. So they are definitely improving.
Yeah. And Chad, like, I do see somebody saying that you don't think that Sprint God can finish this anymore. This game isn't 20 minutes long. It's doable.
13 minutes.
It's 13. Yeah. It's about 1 minute per track with a little extra in between. So, like, once we get past the 47-minute mark, it's pretty much done. If anybody resets, they won't be able to beat it. But honestly, I don't care if anybody beats it. Like, if they manage to make a little bit more progress, then that's really all I need. You know, if they manage to get a little bit of a higher score than what they had before, that makes me happy, you know? I'm especially here to cheer for the underdogs because, you know, there are some people here who have completed before. Sprint God has played before, Final Sentinel as well. I know Ella Motos has been around the community for a long time, and I believe has played before. Dr. Festy, though, I haven't seen you before, and I'm here to cheer you on. Come on.
Festy is completely new, and they were posting in Discord about how excited they were for their very first Kusogrand8 match, and I'm sitting here thinking, I already know what I'm going to do to them. And I feel bad, but I'm also not going to stop. The world needs Blondie Car.
I just love that you don't even refer to this by its real name, World Rally. You're just like Blondie Car. The Blondie Car, like.
It's an imprinting thing. Like, Blondie Car is such an aggressively stupid name that I can't not think of this as that.
Blondie Car, you blomb it up.
Ready?
Oh. You know, I messed up and mentioned Daytona, USA, or now I'm just thinking, Blondie Car.
I like it.
Let's roll away.
Let's roll away. Nice.
Where do we stand? I think Motos is probably going to overtake their best score. Beating this track might be a tall order after that crash, but...
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go. Go, baby cakes.
A new personal best for Motos. By 30 points, still in third. Oof. Oh, that's gonna sting.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm excited to see what Dr. Festy can do here. Like, she needs to do this race well, do this track well, and then get through the dark section, which I don't know if she's managed to make much progress in there before. But if she can, she has a chance to move out of last. Oh no. Unfortunately, that is... No, not what? A tenth of a second left. Dr. Festy's moving on.
Oh, you love to see it.
There we go. Moving on to stage 1 medium.
Love me a good buzzer beater.
I am always a fan of the buzzer beater. Oh my gosh. Stresses me out, but I love it.
You can do it. It's time to put it all together. I told them how long the game was, even, so that they could plan around that. I was very upfront. This game's about 13 minutes long. So by now they gotta be thinking, time's almost up. Like, I gotta put it all into one good run.
Yeah. There's something about car noises that just make me want to make car noises. Dr. Festy, this is a new personal best, maybe? No, she currently has 24,000 points, so if we pass 24,000, then that is a new PB, and I think with how things are looking right now, there's a high possibility. Spring God at 37,000 points, unfortunately flipping the car right there might be enough that he can't beat this stage. Let's see, is this the end? Well, I mean, it was.
Pretty close.
Okay, Dr. Festy, we're getting into PB territory almost.
Once you start getting up towards the end of medium, start at hard. One good car flip is all it's going to take to sink you.
Okay.
I've noticed Festi is actively slowing down on some of these turns, which is not the worst idea.
That was a PB by like a little bit. Not a lot.
A little bit, not enough.
Oh, yeah. I believe it was 24,741. Although I could... That's what we have in the ref sheet, at least 24,741 points on that run. About a 20 or 30 point PB. But yeah, again, our refs are here to double check and make sure that the scores are accurate. There's enough time for at least one or two more very solid attempts here. I don't think anybody is quite out of it yet. Though passing Sprint God, that's going to be hard.
Ready?
Yeah, Sprint God got to third stage on hard. That's pretty far in.
Yeah, I'd say so. I also think, like, right now you're starting to see some reset strats. The final Sentinel had a bad start, and reset, I think that is the right move at this point. If it looks like you're going to lose several points on an early track, just hit that reset button. You know, go back to the beginning.
Yep.
But eventually you're going to have to settle for a push.
Yeah, now is the time to reset. I think at the 50-minute mark is when you just commit. You just get as far as you can.
Yeah. Okay, Sprint God is through. On to the next track. It looks like Elamotas getting a little bit of a flip early on in, I believe this is track 3 of the easy stages. I love that, like, easy, aka we're throwing you into the snow. Yeah, difficulty is subjective, I think.
Yeah, they probably didn't need to put the ice patches in here, but they did. It's not very nice.
So how do you deal with the ice without spinning out on it?
You don't touch it.
How do you not touch
try to
it?
avoid it.
It's on
you
the
go
track.
wide. It's on half of the track. You go on the other half of the track.
Oh. Right, because you can totally see the ice patch before you get there.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Ready? 3, 2,
This isn't some
really
manner of good game.
I'm just like, whenever there's the countdown on the screen, there's the creepy disembodied hand that shows up. I like, go back to Addams Family, okay? Like, then again, this might be Thing's day job, you know? Just show up at the rally, do the countdown. All a day's work. I'd pay. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Don't go back to Addams Family. Stay here. Come on.
Sorry, I'm just enamored watching the race. Think about the Addams Family.
Yeah, I'm sorry that the race is interesting. Yeah. Oh, who knew that you'd give out something that we like watching? Hey,
How
Sentinel
dare
is
I?
through the snow level onto medium difficulty. Yeah, everybody really needs a good start now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to do it. Like, they need to get through the first 3 levels. And if so, then, you know, we might be able to see a solid amount of progress here. Like, it's killing me. The scores between Final Sentinel and Elamotas so close. Under 100 points. Yeah, 30-point difference. 28,487 for the final Sentinel, 28,457 for LM Motos. Like, I don't think, like, considering how fast the score goes up per frame, that's like 1 or 2 frames of score difference.
Yeah, I really want to see that change because that's gonna sting real bad. If it's a 30-point difference between second and third place. I just want to see everybody set a new personal best right here in the home stretch.
New PB, come on! All of you, even Sprint God, I guess.
I guess.
Look, okay, I get to make fun of the people who are winning a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this person being good at video games.
Wow, I can't believe somebody can play video games. No, time exceeded. No, Sprint God, no! Oh, unfortunately, the pinball at the end. Oh my gosh, just mashing through the credits is so good. Or the continue screen.
That's a time-honored tradition.
It's good.
It's faster than rebooting the game, so yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're basically on everybody's last run here.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit close. And again, I will let the game feeds play for a little bit longer. Just, I'm not completely sure what happened with Dr. Festy's specific screen. Whether it was just an internet issue or whether she started a little bit later than everybody else. There was something weird that happened. Hopefully Dr. Festy can finish. Oh no, there's not enough time. That flip was just enough that, yeah, that... I think she's got one last attempt in her, though. I think there's time.
8 minutes is enough to do 7 levels. It is possible to move into third or second with that amount of time. Yeah, when I play this game, I always make the car noises. Just constantly. And when I test games, I usually do it at work because I don't have much to do at night. So, I'm glad nobody else is in the buildings that look like a complete weirdo. With all the car noises I make.
When you're working, you make car noises?
Well, when I'm at work, I don't have a lot to do at night, so I vet games for Kusogrand8, and when I play games like this, I make car noises.
I love it. Oh, it's so good. Is that just like part of the shared human experience? We like to make car noises? Because if so, I like humans a little bit more. I know, that sounds like something an alien would say, but... Like, no, I can be a little, like, self-aware as a human. Okay, it's completely normal to be self-aware as a human, I swear.
Look, I, too, enjoy perfectly normal human companionship.
Interesting. Normal human companionship is the best type of human companionship. Sprint God, the pinball at the end again.
No.
I love the pinball at the end. Boing, ding, dong, dong.
Like, am I a bad person for giving this out just to see cars pinball everywhere? Because it's funny to me.
Ready?
Cars pinball? No, that's always acceptable. I like Cars pinball. Yeah, Disney did a really good one with that one. Anyways, Ella Motos finishing that race. Let's see. Only stage 2, though. Like, right now, Dr. Festi is starting to get into territory where she can have a decent push, but she's also just spinning. Yeah, we've got pinball going on right now.
I think this just might be jitters. Like, you know time's running out. And you might suspect you're not in the lead, so you might might just be playing a little carelessly. Like, it happens. Like, I know in my very first match, I was a nervous wreck. I wouldn't blame anybody for it.
Oh no, Dr. Festi! I don't think she can get caught back up at this point. Oh, no. Ellen Motos and the Final Sentinel, though, have the chance to get new personal best. And Sentinel is right on the way. Just a few more 100 points, and we will have a PB.
Oh, no, the roll!
Yeah, here's the deal. If you're driving a car and you either have to slow down for a turn or do flips, slow down for the turn, okay? No, Sentinel, this is so close to a PB, but not going to be enough to do it. This opens up the chance for LM Motos to move into second place. If LM can get to that stage and get past 28,487 points, then that is a lead change. Final Sentinel, I believe, is done with the game.
Yeah.
That, or we've got a, really cool cutscene going on. I don't think that's the case, though. I think Sentinel's done.
I don't think they could get that license.
I don't know. Honking the horn is like required when you're trying to get a driver's license. You beep 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 beep.
That's the biggest failing of this game. There's not a horn button. It's a gear shift button that doesn't.
Button?
There's no horn. There's a gear shift that doesn't function, but there's no horn.
How can you have a driving game with no horn? That's stupid. Thank you. Oh, Justin brought me some really good looking food. Oh my gosh, thank you. There's chicken, there's tortellinis.
I had a nice big burger for lunch.
Burger?
Now I'm hungry again, thanks. Yeah.
Well, good for you. Mine and
I want a tortellini.
Burger.
I ate burger, now I want tortellini.
No, it's my tortellini, and I've got a fork. I will use it, okay? I will use it to defend my food.
But use it on the tortellini, all right? Not me. I don't know where that fork's been. Probably been in someone's mouth.
I mean, it has now. I will give you an infection. Yeah, LM Motos is currently doing really well on this stage, by the way. He just needs to keep doing this and not flip. Don't flip.
Do not flip, and you will have second place. Slowing down, that's good. What you need to do right now.
Oh my gosh, LM Motos moving from the third to second. There we go. Oh! By the way, I did tell the players to keep playing when, they can play an extra minute, but I don't think it's going to matter. Because at this point, LM Motos is in solid second, Final Sentinel third, Dr. Festi fourth, Sprint God taking the victory here. Yep, even if Dr. Festi jumps back into it, that is not going to be enough time to move out of fourth place. Even if we give the extra minute, I just love a last-minute place change. It's always exciting
so
to
do
me.
I.
Oh my gosh.
Especially since before that, the point difference was only 30 points. Like, that would have been...
But look, 34,000 points? That is such a huge PB. We're calling it That Is Time. I'll let them keep revving. I'll keep everything going. But let's go ahead and play some other music because I am done with car noises at this point.
Done with... You say that. I'll have you making car noises again in the future. Mark my words.
Oh, no, I'm making them right now. With that said, I'm welcoming Sprint God in to come chat with us. Sprint God takes the victory, Elamotas second, the final Sentinel third, and Dr. Festi fourth. Yeah, they can keep playing for a little bit. And I would love to talk to Sprint God if he would like to come and talk about this experience with World Rally for the arcade. Honestly, like, I feel like everybody should feel good about how they did here. Like, everybody started to get the hang of this game and understand how it worked. Yeah, I love that Sprint God. I'm like, you can come chat with us, and Sprint God's like, no, I played a game. I do the driving, I played a game. Final Sentinel's like, I just have spawn, play Blomby car. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them stop streaming right now. We're pretty much done in that regard. This ended up being super close, and we have our winner in with us here to chat. Hello there, Sprint God, and congratulations.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, seriously, congratulations. You are the only one who made it to the hard tracks, and you made it to the third one, which was really impressive. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, the one with the spaghetti arrows.
The spaghetti arrow. Yeah, it's like, you know, sharp left turn, light turn to the right, sharp left turn, do a barrel roll, you know, all that stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so what do you think about the game, Sprint God?
It controls weird.
Okay,
It's like,
what do you mean by weird?
the whole thing is like on rails, so like as long as you hold in the direction, it will just send you straight round the corner on the line.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you are holding left on a corner, it will send you straight around that corner, no matter how much you... There's like no racing lines, no nothing like that. It's just... It's like Simon Says with squiggly arrows.
Simon Says with squiggly arrows. That is a very good way to describe it. Now, of course, we did have Blomby Car earlier last year, which was based off of this, except that Blomby Car just flat out lies with some of the directions at points. Like, unironically, it gives you incorrect directions. So, like, at least this gives it correctly.
Yeah, the arrows, you can trust them with your life, and you have to.
Yeah, there's just, like, I think that's one thing that I really wish they had a way to, like, go and review the map before playing, so that you at least had the understanding of how the map flowed and where you might start running into difficulties. That would have been a way to improve it and make it a little more enjoyable. Some other things, like, I think the ice on the ground, there was no warning about the ice.
Oh yeah, there's no warning at all for those.
Yeah,
you just have to... It seems fine as long as you don't steer while you're on top of it. But if you steer while you're on the ice, then you just spin.
I mean, some of them are on turns.
You drive
Let
straight
go of
through it.
Yeah, you can let go of the gas, and it helps a little bit. But yeah, best place is just not touch it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, if at all possible. Novasol was saying, like, there's a little pocket to the left or the right. It only covers half of the road. But at the same time, you know, there's no reaction time. You're going to hit it once. You're going to spin out, and it's going to lose you the race and probably cost you another quarter. Like, that's just the reality of this game.
Yeah, starting from that medium ice track, it seems like if you crash once, then that's it, you're done.
Yeah, pretty much. With that said, like, was the game enjoyable for you? Did you appreciate what the game does here?
Yeah, it's kind of unique, really.
Yeah, I haven't really seen, like, it's almost an isometric rally game. I haven't really seen anything quite like it, other than games that were based off of this game. Or Micro Machines,
I think I've seen another one at some point that's isometric, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a few.
Yeah.
Like, this spawned a lot of copycats.
Yeah, and I would
think
say...
I've probably seen one of those or played it at some point in the past, but
yeah,
I've never actually known of this one.
So there's a very good chance that you've played something that was inspired by this game. This was in Spain. It ended up being one of this company's best games, or biggest games that they released, and it generally did pretty well. I'd say that, like, it has flaws, but for the time, like, this was definitely a pretty cool experiment that did really well. Yeah. But, you know, there's a reason in Kusogrand8 we have bad in quotation marks these days. You know, we're not just interested in what is going to bring people utter pain and torture, although I like that. I like utter pain and torture. Just like video game experiments, things that are different, things that are weird is what I really like. And, you know, this might be one of the better games that we have on this tournament.
I don't know about that one.
Uh-oh. Well, okay. Yeah, Spring God, what are you doing these days? Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
No, not really. I don't stream so much these days. Been spending my time playing Street Fighter 6 and what have you, so...
Oh, I see. Street Fighter. Well, we'll go ahead and let you out on the streets. No more driving, just fighting. Okay, my recommendation for the rest of the day. Thank you so much, Spring God. Thank you as well, Novasol. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, both of you take care, and I will see you next time.
Later.
Bye.